Every morning, I think of locking the door of my room, but I end up in keeping it open. The reason for locking is before leaving home at around 6:37ish in the morning. The reason that I want to lock it because I have a little guy in my home who's my nephew naming Ali, and he has a habit of looking at everything, and he has a habit of sitting in my room for long hours, and in doing that he had opened all the drawers. He opens and closes all the wardrobes, and he brings down everything which is on shelf or anywhere else. Now when I close it, he is so little that he cannot think that the door might be locked from outside. He thinks that I am inside, and he keeps crying and knocking the door that open it. So for that reason I have not been closing it. Today every night when I come home and I see my room in mess, I think about that tomorrow I'm going to do this and that. But then his crying face comes in front of my eyes and I feel like no, let it be. But the only concern is that he might not hurt himself, because there are some sharp objects, some electrical gadgets. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to put them away, put them somewhere where he cannot reach because of his height. It has been a cycle now. It happens almost every day. So what do I conclude from this? I conclude nothing. I just wanted to tell you a story. What happens when I'll leave my room. Anyways, it's around 6:30 in the morning, and it's time to leave. I have starting my day by usual activities, by prayers, meditation, a little bit of meditation, a little bit of voice practicing, modulation, and finally when I leave I have started eating these seeds, I can say, including pumpkin seeds, watermelon seeds, sunflower seeds, and almonds. Yes, it sort of gives me a little amount of food, a little amount of energy I need in the gym and later on, and plus I have to take those medicines for my hair, and they ought to be taken with something in stomach, so that provides a sort of base for those medicines. Otherwise I used to go and work out empty stomach. Yesterday I was listening to a podcast from the trainer of Kim Kardashian. I forgot the name, for Kim is very famous, so that's how people know her, but yeah, I should know her name. What I will do is I will watch it again, and tomorrow's episode I'm going to tell you her name, so you can anyways find her on internet or YouTube. So there are a lot of things which she said. There are birds chirping just outside my window, and possibly their chirp or their voices are getting recorded. Anyways, so she said one thing, that strength training is very important for muscle and muscles in as far as longevity is concerned, and also the bone density, because bones play a very vital role in longevity. They become brittle with the time, and if they are not dense enough, they are susceptible to break. So this was one great example, and yes, she discourages people from doing much of the cardio. Yes, cardio is important, but you should not always think about doing it and just getting into it head on and doing that only. She said that I've had a destructive routine of that getting skinny, in which I will keep myself in a calorie deficit, and also work out a lot, and in that workout the cardio used to be a biggest part of my training. So it reminded me of my workout, because my goal too was to get very skinny so that I'll be able to perform those calisthenic movements. And also I had been a very low on diet, calorie deficit I can say, low on carbs, a scoop of protein, and then nothing of much in substance. So that is how my routine used to be. But she said, and yes, I used to do lots and lots of cardio, including burpees and everything, cycling, running. So I concluded that okay, yes, strength training is important. I'm doing bodyweight, but sure, I'll do a hybrid of exercise, that is the combination of weights and calisthenics, which I believe shall give me an edge. I don't want size to increase, I want that lean muscle mass with the flexibility and strength. That is my goal, and I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel that I have that. I am following the correct routine. I do regular stretches, and yes, at the end I have started doing that kicking and punching exercise as well, in order to be ready in any combat. Because I had been skipping it for a long time, and I used to do some part of cardio like skipping in the end, but I do skipping as well, but then I have incorporated a set of MMA. So that's it. I think the episode has grown longer, and but my purpose here is to get my voice better, get my skills for communication better, so that tomorrow when I'm recording for Cafe X podcast with some guest, I will be much more clear, and my questions and other things will be much more organized. It had been haphazard in the past, but because there will be bigger guests, I will have to ask relevant questions, and in order to do that, I have to have some sort of clarity and organization of thoughts. So that's it from today's episode. Mishnah Sufi, the Panantayu Khayal, Betayu Tuhun Tuyumzan, Tuhun Khayal Chitawan. Bye.